And we'll go through the rest of our gappers here in just a minute, but I just saw this and I knew I had to take it. Do you guys have sound? Let me know real quick. One person in chat said they don't have sound, but I just want to make sure. This sounds bad, but I want to make sure it's just him and not everybody. Let me know real quick. You do have sound? Okay. Let's see what it wants to do, though. Like I said, just very, very small size. Only had about 6,000 shares on this. Pretty minimal risk. But to tack on a quick 250, hopefully is my goal here, and then we can pretty much get a get-out-of-jail-free card on one of these, because that's usually what I risk per trade. Here's 43 testing. Can we get through highs? Nice little win there, though. Let's see what it wants to do. Once I'm out full, we can start to look elsewhere. No later than 9:15, I would say. Gotta have time to prepare for the open, but at the same time, want to let this work. I'm not gonna add any pullbacks. Like I said, if I do play it again, it'll be after the open. Really happy with the entry there, though. Let our runners go. If you guys caught this on CDT, let me know. We caught it twice this morning. Played it once from 35 to 47s, and then played it again there. Or not 47s to, what was it, 43s? Yeah, played it to 43s from 35. And now again here from 38s to 43s. Right now, though, on this, we need to see the break of the high over 43.75. And that's going to be my top watch going into the bell. If we can watch for the break over that 43.75, look for some ads. You've got that range still to 60 cents. All right, I'm going to flip elsewhere while we're waiting for that to do something. Again, I'm using my stop there at 39.50 over my entry, so do keep that in mind. Be watching it while I'm going over some other stuff here. All right, so CDT we clearly want to watch. Again, that's going to be, well, it was off 36. We've already played that plan there. So we actually want to watch this today over 43.5. Going to adjust that plan because we just played it and made some good money. So 43.50, we're going to watch it over. And you've got the range from there to 55 and 60 on CDT. Love it. Really, really happy with the way we just played that. I may watch it as well. Do we want to watch it off pullbacks out of the open? I guess you probably could. Let me take a look here and see how I'd have to watch it. Really? Yeah, I guess you could. If you want to watch it too, you can watch for pullbacks over 38 cents, 37.50. So you can either do off of 37.50 or over 43.50 for the range to 55 and 60. Okay. All right. So watch it that way. Already 2 nice plays on it so far this morning. Fairly happy with it. And again, if it does crack below 39.50, then I'll most likely cut. Only have a quarter left, though. We've already locked in most of our profits. Okay, all right. So we have that planned for. Good stuff. GVP don't like. Weena. WENA. This one's okay. This one's all right. I don't mind it. Let's see. I tried to play it once this morning. Took a very, very tiny, like, couple dollar win on it. Essentially break even. I do like it. It's just kind of weird. It's just a little bit wonky. I mean, you can maybe watch it if it gets out of this wedge formed from pre-market here, but I have a hard time playing it through here just because of how it's trading. But if it does break up through the 165s, it does have range. Right, there's range on over 165. It's got room. It's got room all the way to like $2. So the only way that I can really see us watching WENA today, I wish that I could say let's watch it off 145. And I might. That might be a way to watch it. We can either do off 145 or over 160s over the wedge here. We'll say that for now, over 165. I don't disagree with it. I think it's a good look, and we have range here at about $2, so we can look at it out of the bell. I just need more liquidity on it. I tried to play it in pre-market. Volume was kind of crappy. Didn't really get followed through. I made a nice move. I got to move to 160 for my 154 entry. But it looked so good, and all of a sudden volume dried up, so I ended up taking a very, very minimal win. Let's see. ASPN, not a fan, although why is it up? Earnings? Yeah, earnings. I don't really see much range. Leave it alone. XPON, this is gross. Again, I'm still in CDT, by the way, with the stop loss over my entry, so just keep that in mind. I'm still watching it while we're going through these. Trying to multitask a little bit here, so we can do both. LLY, Eli Lilly, do we have anything to watch? Up on earnings. The only thing with stuff like Eli Lilly is, while I have no issue trading it, I know a lot of y'all have issues trading stocks that are 800, 900, $1,000 a share, and so for that reason, I don't want to waste our time. If a majority can't learn from it or trade it, I don't really want to be doing it. So, let's see what else we've got. Right now, top watches are CDT and WENA. DGOG up on earnings, not a fan. Riot, gross. SERV, gross. I looked at this earlier this morning, and this is just in a really weird spot. I wish we could look to play this, but it is in a really, really weird spot, and for that reason, I don't like it. There's like no range here. It's got room back to 16. That's about it, so I don't like that. Make sure you are keeping an eye on CDT so you can take your profits. If it does crack that level we mentioned. Let's see. Soundhound, gross. There's not as many gappers as I thought we had. I thought we had more than this. Well, let's pull up the nightly watch list briefly here, because there's only like 2 gappers that look halfway decent. 1 gapper, really, that I could say looks very good. Everything else looks kind of crappy. And I guess it makes sense. Super weak close in the market yesterday. It's trying to bounce this morning after jobless claims. Hopefully that continues higher. But yesterday afternoon, the market got crushed. Let's see. Let me get caught up on the chat here real quick. There's a curl back on CDT, thankfully. Now, Ocean, just make sure you're not trading TPET only because you're saying you need to make money back. That's super dangerous. Am I still in Lumen? Yep, until stops hit. That'll be at 655. That's still hovering right around break even too. See where it wants to go going into the bell. Let's see. Okay. That was bad for you to say. Yeah, just don't revenge trade. Don't revenge trade. Because I look at TPET and there's no volume on it. Right? There's no volume. So what is your plan on TPET real quick? What are you looking for? If you look at the 1-minute time frame, you'll see there's no volume on it. All right, so what are you looking for on TPET aside from losing on in the past? Do you have a plan, a reason? If you don't, and it is a revenge trade, then I would possibly reconsider because that can get kind of ugly. And of course, from there, not only can it get ugly, but it can also get ugly mentally too. A lot of frustration if you do take another loss. All right, so WENA and CDT. Let me go ahead and pull up the nightly list real quick. Let's see, UPST we have on the list. And it's already respected the zone we mentioned on the watch list from last night. I'll watch it today. You still have range back to 35 and 36, although I wanted to play it really off 32.30 today. So we're going to have to adjust that plan a little bit. Most likely playing the opening range breakout. So we're going to mark it up as a opening range breakout over opening highs. Range here is going to be to 35 and 36 still. It's different than how I liked it initially, but I still don't mind it. I don't mind playing it that way. Let's see. So we had UPST, ABNB I wanted to watch today for a bit of a bounce, which it looks like it tried to break out of that wedge already. So we can look for dips on ABNB. As long as it finds buyers over 112.40, I like that. So again, over 112.40 on ABNB. And again, range here is going to be up into the... Well, what I've got is 119. I'll do 117.50. We'll crack it down the middle. Then we have SWIM, swim. And these are all from the nightly watch list. On swim, I wanted to watch it off pullbacks off 4. I don't really like that anymore. Off pullbacks because we're already retesting the highs here. But I wouldn't mind watching it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching it today. The only thing is a lack of range. You have to really play it over 5. It's the only way that I can see. So I'm going to leave it off for now. PW. PW's a watch today over the 240s if we can find volume out of the open. Buyers over 240. And again, the range here is 23336. And we've got Indo. We've got a pretty good list this morning. Not too many new gappers, but we have a good bit of gappers from yesterday. 350 on Indo. No, we're already below that. No thanks. And of course, Lumen. We're going to be watching in the bell today. See what she wants to do. And on CDT, I'm out of that now. Just happen to look over. Going to sell my last little quarter. Lock in my profits on it. And we will probably look to play it again later in the morning, but for right now, I'm going to lock in the profits. Played it there from 38s to 43s. We've got roughly 6 minutes until the bell. Hopefully I have a pretty good day today, better than yesterday. Again, the only thing I would have done differently yesterday is simply be more patient going into, that first trade after the bell. So waiting not just the first minute, not just the second minute, but waiting for the first 2 candles to close, then looking for that trend to confirm. Right, I jumped the gun a little bit yesterday on the first trade on LUMN. Entered on the very second candle. As soon as that second candle formed, I was taking the pullback. Right, I didn't let the trend set up and form first. So that's the biggest kind of journal that I made yesterday, was just the fact that I need to be more patient today. Should be a good day, though. Let me get this list posted real quick. And then we will be ready for the open. Make sure you go through your charts and get everything pulled up, ready to go. All right, less than 5 minutes. And real quick, as another